All right, Unit 4 exam. You ask a sample of 370 people, should clinical trials on issues such as heart attacks that affect both sexes use subjects of just one sex? The responses are in the table below. Suppose you choose one of these people at random. What is the probability that the person is a woman given that she said yes? Number 2, there are 10 red marbles and 8 green marbles in a jar. If you take 3 marbles from the jar without replacement, what is the probability that they are all red? Question 3. The two-way table below gives information on seniors and juniors at a high school and by which means they typically get to school. You select one student from this group at random. Which of the following statements is true about the events typically walks to school and junior? A, the events are mutually exclusive and independent. B, the events are not mutually exclusive but they are independent. C, the events are mutually exclusive, but they are not independent. D, the events are not mutually exclusive, nor are they independent. E, the events are independent, but we do not have enough information to determine if they are mutually exclusive. Question 4. Which of the following random variables is continuous? A, the time it takes for a randomly chosen woman to run 100 meters. B, the number of brothers a randomly chosen person has. C, the number of cars owned by a randomly chosen adult male. D, the number of orders received by a mail order company in a randomly chosen week. E, none of the above. Number 5, flip a coin 4 times. If Z equals the number of heads in 4 flips, then the probability distribution of Z is given in the table below. What is the probability of at least one tail? Number 6. Jocelyn has a babysitting business. Based on daily sales figures for the past 2 years, she has developed the following probability distribution for X equals daily profit in dollars. Which of the following is the expected value of X? Number 7, a small store keeps track of the number X of customers that make a purchase during the first hour that the store is open each day. Based on the records, X has the following probability distribution. What is the standard deviation of the number of customers that make a purchase during the first hour that the store is open? Question 8. Let the random variable X represent the profit made on a randomly selected day by a certain store. The distribution of X is approximately normal with a mean of $360 and a standard deviation of $50. What is the value of P? X equals $400. 9. The weights of grapefruits of a certain variety vary according to a roughly normal distribution with a mean of 1 pound and a standard deviation of 0.12 pounds. What is the probability that a randomly selected grapefruit weighs more than 1.25 pounds? 10. A vending machine operator has determined that the number of candy bars sold per week by a certain machine is a random variable with a mean 125 and standard deviation 7. His profit on each bar sold is 25 cents and it cost him $5 per week to maintain the machine and rent the space for it. Which of the following gives the correct mean and standard deviation for Y equals the profit he earns from this machine in a randomly selected week? Number 11. The MP3 music files on Sharon's computer have a mean size of 4 megabytes and a standard deviation of 1.8 megabytes. She wants to create a mix of 10 of the songs for a friend. Let the random variable T equal the total size in megabytes for 10 randomly selected songs from Sharon's computer. What is the standard deviation of T? Assume the lengths of songs are independent. Number 12, a college basketball player makes 80% of her free throws. At the end of the game, her team is losing by 2 points. She is fouled attempting a 3-point shot and is awarded 3 free throws. Assuming free throws attempts are independent, what is the probability that she makes at least 2 of the free throws? All right, these are free response. So question 13, the table below is a probability model for the number of cars in a randomly selected household in the United States. What is the probability that a randomly selected household has 3 cars? What is the probability that a randomly selected household has at least 2 cars? Show your work. Number 14, the table below gives the counts in thousands of earned degrees in the United States in a recent year, classified by level and by the gender of the degree recipient. Suppose one degree recipient from this group is selected randomly. A, list 2 events that are mutually exclusive for this chance process. So fill in the blanks. B, what is the probability that the person selected earns a master's degree? C, what is the probability that the person selected earns a professional or doctoral degree? D, what is the probability that the person selected is female given they earned a master's degree? All right, and the last one. The manager of a children's puppet theater has determined that the number of adult tickets he sells for a Saturday afternoon show is a random variable with a mean of 28.3 tickets and a standard deviation of 5.3 tickets. The mean number of children's tickets he sells is 42.5 with a standard deviation of 8.1. A, adult tickets sell for $10. Let A equal the money he collects from adult tickets on a random Saturday. Find the mean and standard deviation of A. Part B, child tickets sell for $6. Let T equal the money he collects from all ticket sales, adults and children, on a random Saturday. Assume, unrealistically perhaps, that the number of tickets sold to adults is independent of the number sold to children. Find the mean and standard deviation of T.